Hi, it's your girl Watsy said, no makeup pro, but I'm here to give it a go. Now I've got a tips and tricks video for you, and it's going to be a little bit of a series. So if you want to hear more, keep watching. Today I want to start to talk about and get us ready for the holiday season, because I am speaking in faith. So I'm going to do a series of videos. So if you see me in the same top with the same makeup and the same hair and the same earrings, don't say nothing, because I filmed it all in one day, because ain't nobody got time to do enough videos. Just saying. Yeah, just okay. This series is going to be a Watsy said tips and tricks of goodies I bring with me on holiday. So I'm not talking about clothes, because we could talk about clothes until I'm blue in the face. I'm going to be talking about everything else. So I'm going to be talking about skincare that I bring with me. I'm going to be talking about makeup and stuff that I also put on my body. So I'm going to be doing it in a 3-part series. So today's episode is going to be about makeup, because your girl is a combination to oily girl, and when it comes to going on holiday, it's like my skin is just amazed at the vitamin D it's getting from the sun and the food and the fresh food and all those things, and not having to cook for herself and not having to stress. However, I still need to keep my skin under manners. So I'm going to get right into it and start talking about palettes. Before I get into the palettes that I am going to bring with me on my summer travels, because I don't intend to buy any more palettes, she says, between now and then, you want to put your palettes all in one place. If there's one thing I've noted from when I've traveled before, is that if you don't keep them together or wrap them, they can arrive broken, particularly if you don't handle them, or put them, should I say, in your hand luggage. I'll be putting mine in my hand luggage because my palettes are, like, you know, so sacred. But some people don't carry a big case with them. So if you are going to put them in your hold luggage that's going to be rattled around in the plane, I would definitely advise wrapping them and putting them in something. I've got this bag that I received from Clarins. It's a freebie. I'd ordered some goods and they'd give this like pouch away for free. So it's actually quite a good size, as you can see, and it will actually fit, she says, even my biggest palette that I intend to take with me. So yeah, I'm going to put them all together, and then when I've actually put them in this case, I'll then wrap my palettes with a towel. So that's just another tip and trick to try and keep them all in one place. In terms of eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to bring 3 eyeshadow palettes and a blusher bronzer contour palette. Some people are like, why are you bringing 3 palettes? Well, when I show you the palettes, you'll understand why. Yeah, so let's kick off with my first palette. This is my Jaclyn Hill palette, Ring the Alarm. I've spoken about this before on my Instagram. This palette is beautiful, and for a no-nonsense traveler, it's got all of the colours that you would want. You've got the chocolates, you don't need a black, but you've got your chocolates, you've got your shimmers, you've got everything to create a really nice, warm, smoky eye kind of look. As an alternative to that, I would also recommend, so this is kind of going to be a bit of an alternative as well, this palette from NYX. This is the Warm Neutrals. This is also a great palette, and I've used it on my eyes today to create this look to travel with, because you've got your mattes, you've got your shimmers, and this is really easy to apply, really easy to blend. And obviously, comparatively, you've got more shades in here than you do in here. I just think I'm probably going to use more of the shades in this palette than I would in this one, but again, it's an option that you can bring. I ain't bringing it though. And this has that mirror, which is also great. So that's the first palette I'm going to bring with me, and literally I could use 2 colours on that in a day. Bam, done. Even on an evening, if I'm feeling like I want to dress up, a little bit of a, you know, inner corner highlight, a couple of these matte colours here, done. So I'm looking forward to bringing that with me, and it's lightweight, it's small, and it will fit perfectly in my case. So I'm going to shut, right, bam, and it's in. The next palette I'm going to bring with me to bring a little bit more colour in now. So if I'm feeling a bit more daring, and, you know, maybe I'm wearing an outfit where it needs a bit of colour, is this palette from Jackie Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their collaboration palette. I just love it. Again, it has a mirror, which is always great. And in terms of shades, I've still got some more of my warm neutral colours here, but then you're starting to bring in a bit more shimmers, and then you've got some purple, some pink, and you've even got a bit of a bright red there if you're feeling really daring. Yeah, that tan's starting to show through now, so you want to kind of show up and glow up. This palette is great for that. And again, this can fit in here too. In it goes, in it goes. And my third and final palette, and this one is well travelled, so she is dirty, I don't care. Judge me all you want, I don't business. It's this palette from Jaclyn Hill. She's well used. She's well used. This palette has a few more colours in there that I would tend to use on holiday. Now, I appreciate it's quite similar to the first Jaclyn Hill palette, but some of the shimmers in here are different to the ones in there. And the mattes in that palette as well, there's a couple more like browny purples. It kind of skews a bit more purple. So I definitely want to bring both of them. So don't judge me because they're both Jaclyn Hill, but I like them. And this is like an icy gold. It's just beautiful. So I've got my shimmers, I've got my mattes, I've got a bit more colour in here. And this will definitely work on holiday. Like this colour is well used because in the crease, what I used to say, terracotta in the crease. If you've been following me on Instagram for long enough, terracotta and orange in the crease is always a win for me. And this, as I say, will fit. She says, I hope it don't shame me now. Watch it shame me. Oh, it didn't shame me. Fits nicely in here. And then my final palette is my Juvia's Place Saharan Blush palette, and the volume one on its strap. Look at them, just look at the colours. I can use these as eyeshadows as well, but blusher, bronzer, a little bit of a contour here, and then I've got 2 highlighter shades here. Just beautiful. This is all I need. I don't need another blusher now. This is me. I can mix these. Sometimes I mix that with this color and it kind of gives me more of a warm orange. Sometimes I mix these two together to kind of cancel out the pinkness and make it more of a like a pinky orange. Like I can work with this for a holiday. I don't need any more. I don't need to bring a separate blusher because I do have a favorite, but this is going to do all that I need it to do for me. So those are my palettes. Oh, before I forget, they all fit. They all fit perfectly fine. Obviously with some jigglings, they can all fit, but yeah, fits in perfectly fine. So that would be me. Obviously I'd fix it and, you know, arrange it, but you can see all these would fit in there. I'll put that straight into my case, wrapped with my towel. I'm good to go. So let's look at foundations and skin, shall we? Because I know you must be thinking, girl, how do you manage in that heat? First and foremost, I don't tend to wear foundation in the daytime. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to pretend like I'm that girl on the beach with foundation on sunbathing. It's not me, because I'm someone who touches my face a lot. I sweat, I'm oily and all those different things. So I don't tend to wear foundation in the daytime. What I do, she says, is I'll apply something like some drops, some highlighter drops, just you know, in the usual spots, just a little bit, with my oils that I've put on my skin, because in the daytime I like to glow, I like to look nice, and just like I woke up like this. So my skin, I actually don't mind it being oily, but more of a glow oil than a oily, because my face is just like oil is pouring out of my pores. So adding this, just a little drop just here, is beautiful. I also use this as well under my foundation. So when I'm putting foundation on in the evening, I do tend to put this on underneath, so I'm glowing within and my tan can just really show strong. So this is actually the iconic London Illuminator drops, and I use the shade, oh, what's this called now? What is this called now? Glow. It's the shade Glow. So you have to give it a shake, and you only need a little bit. When I say to you, you only need a little bit. Let me show you very quickly what the color looks like from the inside. Like, it's beautiful. I'm not going to try it on right now because I've done my makeup, but this always comes with me because it can go on my shoulder blades. I can mix it in my moisturizer to give myself a glow. This is my ride or die. I can't lie to you. It's very good. And this color works very, very well for melanated skin. Now, foundations, this year I'm doing things a little bit different, and I'm going to bring my Eavesdrop Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. And I'm actually going to attempt using foundation in the daytime. So if you're following me on Instagram, you'll see when I do go on holiday, I will be doing some snaps and stuff like that and little stories as to how I'm getting on. Because maybe one day I might fancy going out, not necessarily like a massive excursion like with water and stuff, because that's ridiculous. I'm definitely not putting on foundation. But perhaps I might do some daytime drinkies and a daytime link up or what have you. So this is going to be what I'll be using in the daytime for like a light beat. Because I have actually found in general that Fenty's foundation works really well for me when I'm on holiday. I don't know what it is, but the way I'll make it work with my primers and everything like that, the foundation just works. So I will be coming with my OG Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation, because it still needs to be matte for me. Because even though I like the glow, I know I keep saying it, I'm oily, so I still need to be able to have some level of oil control. That is a must. That's absolutely a must for me. So this foundation always just sets me right. Even though Smashbox is my fave, on holiday, this foundation just works really well for me. So that's 2 foundations I'm bringing. I'm also bringing a third one because I tan significantly. What I tend to do is I buy a slightly cheaper foundation, and this is the NYX Total Control Drops, and this is in the shade Deep Espresso. This is so dark, right? And because it is a dropper style foundation, it means I can almost turn into a cosmetologist and just add to my foundation the drops I need to be able to deepen this foundation. So I'm not going to buy this in a deeper shade. There's no point. I'd rather use something like this that I can adjust my foundation. It doesn't affect the way that this works because this is also a mattifying foundation. So I use these two together as my tan gets deeper, basically. So that's a little tip that I'd say. If you've got a ride or die foundation that you use, like this one, and this one obviously is more expensive, it's more expensive on the spectrum. This costs something like, I don't know, 28 quid, I think. Whereas this costs like 14 pounds. So rather than buying 2 £28 foundations, I'd rather just buy this because I'm not going to use that and try and brighten it. It just, for me personally, it just doesn't work. Yeah. So again, this is what I do. You don't necessarily have to follow me, but this is what I do to make my foundations work. And as I say, you know, where I do some holiday pictures, you'll see what I mean in terms of foundation. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know, we haven't been anywhere. So you can see my skin tone right now. When I get deeper, this is what I use to tweak my foundation to make it work. It's amazing how light this looks in the bottle, but as we know, this is frosted and stuff. So that's my foundations that I take with me. Well, I'm going to be taking this I don't usually bring, but these two are usually my ride or dies. I talked about foundation. Now let's talk about primers. I've told you that I have combination to oily skin, so I skew more oily than I do dry. However, I still like to look glow. Like matte is not my look abroad. I don't like to look like matte. I like to look like that here, but when I'm abroad and my body is glistening, not glistening, glistening and shiny, I like my skin to look like it's got a glow as opposed to it looking oily. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? So what I tend to do is I use oil control for the parts where I know I'm going to get oily. So that's my nose, my chin, my forehead, and here, my pores. I need to get them like absolutely shrunk and mattified. So I will spot prime using my Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. If you didn't know, Becca is going out of business, so they are closing up in September. So I have bought these by the stockpile because once they're gone, they are gone. So you can check them out. I believe you can get Becca from ASOS. Anywhere else I can think of, I will list it down below. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram. But this is what I use, as I say, to spot prime in those areas. And then what I do is I use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer for the rest of my face. I ordinarily use the True Matte because, as I say, I like to be matte, but on holiday, this just seems to work to keep me mattified, as in oil at bay, but not matte to the point where I've not got that glow. Because I just don't want, as I say, that matte look on holiday. I just want to look like my skin is glowing. I want my tan to start to show through, even though I'm wearing foundation. I'm not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And this is the only primer for me that works for my combi oily skin. I would not use the hydrating one because it's going to give me the opposite effect that I want. So rather than looking like I'm glowing, I'm going to look oily. And that's not what I'm going for. So this just works well. And obviously, as you know, when you buy products, they make them to work together. So this just works perfectly. The only thing is it is heavy. Like, I wish there was a travel size one, and I'm not doing the decantering thing. So they're coming with me. It's end of story, end of story. So that is what I do. So that's for my priming. And then what I also do is I bring I know, it's crazy what I do, but it's what I do. I bring a Dewy Finish setting spray, and this one is also from NYX, so it's a bit dirty, don't wash no face. Because again, I want to look like I'm glowing from within. So can you imagine the combo of spot priming with my mattifying primer, then with a soft matte primer, then using a soft matte foundation, setting it with setting powder, and then spraying it with this, kind of just brings it all together and brings that glow all together. And that's what I do to achieve what I would call my perfect matte glow from within look. And that's how I achieve it. And you will see, as I say, follow me on Instagram at WhatC Said, and you'll be able to see some of those pics when I do get to go on holiday, whenever that is. And in terms of my powder, I always bring my Laura Mercier translucent medium deep powder, because flashback is not our portion. We are getting a tan and using a powder that is like more yellow for my skin tone. Bearing in mind, I am the shade 445 in this before I even start to get a tan. I need to get something that's brown like this. So this is the powder that I bring to set my face. It just makes sense. It really does. So you can see there's a mixture of high end brands, and then there's low end brands, or you know, high street brands that I use. I mix and match my things to make it work. Whilst we're here, let's talk about concealers. I only bring one, so I will either bring my Fenty or I'll bring my Smashbox, either one of these two. So this is the dark warm golden color, and then this is the shade 445. I'm not going to bring both of them, that's just ridiculous. But what I do, as my tan is starting to get deeper, I don't go so heavy on the concealing under my eyes. I don't, because then what will happen is you just look too bright. So the other thing that I might do as well is maybe just use my foundation in its usual color to just highlight under my eyes, and then if I just need a little bit more, I'll then go in with my concealer just to brighten it up a little bit. So that's kind of my little makeup tip and trick as your tan is starting to set in, because my current concealer that I use here with my current foundation color will work, but for me personally, I don't like a really bright under eye. I don't want to get that kind of really overexposed and bright under eye, so that's how I tweak it and make it work. So let me move on to the next bits and bobs that I bring in my makeup bag. Let's talk about lashes. I am a strip lash queen. I don't do lashes before I go on holiday. I touch my face too much. I rub my eyes. It's all long. So I tend to go to these favorites that are from Primark. These are the Soul Sue lashes. I think this was a collaboration with someone called, what's her name? Suzanne Jackson. Yes, Suzanne Jackson. These lashes are £5 from Primark. So you've got more of a natural pair here, and then you've got like a glam pair here. So this is the London style, and this is the Milan style. They're £5. It would be rude not to. So again, daytime kind of, I want to put on some lashes and put on my skin tint foundation, feeling a bit cute. Nighttime, I'm feeling extra cute, so I'm gonna put on my Milan lashes. This is all I'm bringing. 2 pairs of lashes. I don't need any more than that, and believe me, there'll be days when I can't be bothered, but I thought I'd share this bargain with you. They're a favorite of mine. They apply really, really well. The band is jet black. You obviously have to buy your glue, so I do obviously bring glue with me, and the glue that I use is, where is it? It's coming onto glue. My glue is here in my makeup bag. It's the one by Eylure, the clear 18-hour lash glue. That's the one that I use. So obviously that's in my makeup bag. It will be coming with me. So that's all I bring for my eyes. It's literally 2 pairs of lashes, a daytime style and a more glam style, and that's it. I'm not bringing a lash book or anything like that. And believe me when I say to you, I will take these out of the box and I'll put both lashes in one box, because who's carrying 2 boxes? We're trying to pack light, hun. We're not trying to pack like we're going, we're moving house. We're trying to pack light. So literally, once I've done this video, I will be emptying these out and putting them into one, and we'll be traveling with 1 case of lashes. Other bits that I bring with me, I also bring my contour stick. I tend to use that more at the earlier part of my holiday, and then as the week goes on, or weeks go on, depending on how long I'm traveling for, I then probably use it a little bit less, because my foundation is dark enough now. So I'll tend to then under contour, so I'll use a powder to kind of brighten it up a little bit to carve my face out. But this is my favorite, and it's in the shade Espresso. So this one's nearly finished. I'll be buying a new one to bring with me, and I hope I haven't just put some on my finger. No, I'm good. The next thing I want to talk to you about is lips. I'm not bringing the world with me. I'm just not. So a chocolate lip liner is a must, is a must, is a must, is a must, is a must. Now I've got this one from Pat McGrath in the shade Ground Control. If you follow me, as I say, over on Instagram, my OG fave is also the NYX lip liner, which I'll put a picture up here so you can see. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called right now, and I can't find one to show you. I have to bring that with me. It goes everywhere, and it goes with everything, yeah? So I'll be bringing that as my lip liner. I'm not bringing 4 lip liners. I need 1. So if I don't bring the Pat McGrath, I'll be bringing my NYX one. And then lip gloss. For me, there's no other. It has got to be the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Fenty Glow, the OG one that she came out with first, that basically broke the internet. I have to. On holiday, lip gloss in the day, lip gloss in the night has to be done. And this just goes with everything. You can't go wrong with this. You can't, when I say you can't go wrong, you cannot go wrong with this lipstick, this lip gloss. You can't go wrong. And it just goes, like, you don't even have to wear lip liner with it, and it just works. So sometimes in the day, if you're feeling a bit cute, just put some on, and then it's moisturizing and it's nourishing and it's not sticky, it's not overly glittery either, so you don't look like ridiculous when you've got no makeup on. Because you know, sometimes you put on lip gloss without foundation and you look a bit like, oh, what's that about? You don't have that with this. So if you haven't got this lip gloss anyway, where have you been? Get it in your kit. It's a must. It's definitely a must. And then in terms of like a different color, I've got a different shade that I had from it, one of the kits that she came out with, you know, like the small ones, and this is Cheeky. I believe you might be able to buy these full size now, but as you can see, I've hardly used this one, so I'm bringing that with me because it's a slightly different color. And then in the evening, this will look nice with a chocolate lip liner. I've actually got it on today, so I have on this Pat McGrath lip liner, and then I have this lipstick that I want to talk about in a second, and then I've topped it with this. So this is a nice look as well. Again, this look, this whole look I've got can be holiday kind of glam in the evening. And in terms of a lipstick that I like to wear like a pinky toned lipstick. So this is a lipstick by Uma Beauty, so it's a pinky shade, mauve you might want to call it, and it's in the shade Miriam, and this is the Badass lipstick, and this is a soft matte lipstick. So if I didn't want to wear gloss, which is highly unlikely, I could wear this by itself with a brown lip liner, and it is still quite cute. But that's probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to top it with some lip gloss. But again, lip products, we don't need to bring the world. I'm not bringing my whole makeup kit with me for my holiday. I don't need to. If it's a lip gloss look I'm going for, it is what it is. If it's a little bit of eyeliner and some lashes, it is what it is. That's how I personally travel. So let me talk to you now about accessories, because like you must be going, okay, so you've got all that makeup, Sidonie, but how are you putting it on? Let's dive into that real quick. Let's go into that. This makeup bag is the only bag I carry in addition to all those bits. So all of those things I've just told you, my foundations, my lip glosses, my lipstick, lip liners, my primers, and all those things will go into a bag like this, right? They'll all go into here. And then the final thing that will go in there is this, with my handheld mirror. And this has literally everything I need. And now you guys must be looking going, oh my God. So we need a blender sponge of some sort, because it's a must. And then I will be bringing a brush to apply my foundations. I'll be bringing a brush to apply and dust off powder. A brush to bronze with, and can be also used if you clean it to then apply powder all over. Contour brush, because it's necessary. A cheek brush, because it's necessary. I mean, you could use this as a cheek brush as well, but this is what Sidonie is traveling with. And then a highlighter brush. And a brush to carve my brows. And a brush to blend off the concealer that I blended. So that's, how many brushes is that? 8? Is that 8 brushes I count? Yeah, 8 brushes for my face. Don't judge me. One's just dropped to the floor. But I bring 8 brushes with me. That is 8, right? Yeah, it was 8. And the one on the floor, so that's 7 plus 1 that's just dropped with me on holiday. It is what it is. I can't even say anything. It's just what I carry with me, but it does at least fit in this makeup bag. So that's the 8 brushes I bring for my face. And then for my eyes, I literally only bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brushes. So we've got a big fluffy brush. I'm not going to go into what they all do. If you want to see my brushes video, I've got one over on my Instagram, what C said, about like what these brushes do and what I use them for. So you've got like a fluffy brush here. You've got a slightly more tapered fluffy brush. You've got a small detailer brush, which is obviously great lower lash line. brush for your brows, because you're always gonna need one of those. Then a kind of like inner corner highlight, more detailed brush that I like to bring with me as well. A brush that I use to do like a fake cut crease, and then this brush, I hardly use this one, so I might not actually bring it. Yeah, I might not bring it, but those are the brushes that I will be putting in my case alongside those face brushes. That's all I need. I don't need any more. I don't need a P. Louise base style application brush, because I'm not doing up P. Louise. If you notice, I did not bring any P. Louise in here. There's none to be seen. I haven't spoken about P. Louise. I'm not doing it. I'm not bringing it. Because I'm not trying to do all of that while I'm on holiday. I'm trying to make this as carefree as possible. And I can hear you probably going, carefree, Sidani, look how much like foundations you're bringing. You're bringing 3 foundations. Okay, yeah, don't judge me. But I said what I said. I'm trying to make this as carefree as possible. And this is just what works for me. It probably weighs about 5 kg. Don't judge me. But I always buy extra luggage. And yeah, I paid that £20 for extra luggage, or however much it is for extra luggage. It is what it is. What I've also put in this makeup case is my mascaras. So I buy this Maybelline Great Lash Blackest Black, because it's just bomb. Like, it's a classic, it's an oldie, it's a goodie, but it's a cheapie and it's a greatie. Yeah, these are some of those were not words, but this just works. And it is such a black mascara, it just works, and it's great for your lower lash line as well. And then my new favorite mascara I'm bringing is the Smashbox Super Fan Mascara, Fan Mascara they call it. This is great even just by itself. It is a bit heavy though, so I might have to reconsider that, but I will be bringing this mascara with me. And then from my eyeliner, I'll be bringing this one by Mina. It's the 24-hour pen eyeliner in black. It's great. I can't say anything else, but it's a really great liner, and it's on the cheaper end, so it's affordable. And if I lose it, I won't feel bad. Like if it was Pat McGrath, I'd probably be like, oh my god. So this is a definite to bring. And then other accessories I've got in this makeup bag: my tweezers for my lashes, because yes, I put my lashes on with my tweezers, and a pair of scissors to cut my lashes. Another thing that I also bring with me is a makeup brush cleaner. I found this recently, but this is the one by Iso Clean. As you can see, it's nearly finished, so I will be taking a brand new one with me. And this is the Professional Brush Sanitizer, because yeah, we still just keep our brushes clean when we're abroad. It doesn't make any difference. So when I want to do a more of a deep clean, especially for like my foundation brushes, this is the brush that cleaner that I use. And then if I'm doing my makeup as I'm going, like, you know, your eye makeup and stuff, I buy this one as well. This is the NYX On The Spot. This is full, so this is coming with me as it is. And this is absolutely great. Even, as I say, when you're literally just doing your makeup there and then, spray it on the brush, and then you just rub it in your towel, and it gives it like an on the spot clean. Not a deep clean, but it gives you the clean that you need to be able to continue using your brushes that day. But then when I want to do a more, as I say, intense clean, I then will be reaching for this. So these are the 2 items that I also bring with me on my holidays. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I may have missed. Is there anything else that you think I've missed? Drop a comment below and let me know if there's anything else that you think I may have missed to bring with me on holiday, because I don't think I have missed anything. I think I've told you everything that there is to tell you. I think I have told you. If there's anything, let me know. But from what I've seen and looking at my desk here, I have told you all that I can possibly tell you about all of the products that I bring with me on holiday for just doing makeup. So that is the end of part 1. Or should I say episode 1 of this series of what does What C Said travel with on holiday, and what's her tips and tricks for makeup bits and bobs to bring. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me over on Instagram at What C Said, and yeah, drop some comments below, guys, if there's anything that you think I may have missed. If there's anything that you think, actually, Sidoni, did you even talk about this? Like, you didn't talk about that, or what do you bring for that, because you might have missed it. Thank you so much for watching, as I say, and I'll see you on the next one. I can't wait to go on holiday. I really can't.